Hi everyone, welcome to this 10-minute morning yoga practice where we're going to be doing everything lying down. So it's going to be nice and relaxing, and we'll do some twisting, focusing on our breath, and just a great way to start your day, or actually anytime during the day if you want to take a break or right before bed. So let's start lying on our backs. And first, just focus on your breath, the inhale through your nose and the exhale through your nose, letting your shoulders completely relax. And we'll add in some pelvic tilts with the breath. So on your inhale, create a little arch in your low back with an anterior tilt. And on your exhale, pull your belly to your spine, flatten your back for a posterior tilt. And go back and forth several more times, letting your breath lead the way. Notice how much movement you have in your pelvis. The amount of movement depends on, like, if you're standing or sitting or lying down. So you can really feel the difference between the anterior tilt and the posterior tilt, especially when you feel space underneath your back relative to the rest of your back on the floor, and then flattening so the whole back is resting on the floor. And now we're going to do bridge pose. So bring your heels as close to your hips as you can, about hip distance apart. On your next exhale, when you're posteriorly tilted and your low back is flat, keep that, press into the floor, lift your hips up, squeeze those legs towards each other, and keep that posterior tilt active. So you may want to just drop and kind of sag. Think of keeping your hips lifted, tailbone reaching towards the back of your knees, feet pressing into the floor, legs hugging in towards each other. And we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down, keeping that posterior tilt, lowering down one vertebra at a time, from the upper back to the middle back, to the low back, to the sacrum, and finally into the hips. And just take a moment to pause and notice how you feel. And you may want to shift a little bit over to the right side of your mat. Cross your right ankle above your left knee and open your arms out to the side. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, twist your right foot over to the left. Inhale, back up through center, and on an exhale, lower your right knee over to the right. And we're just going to roll back and forth, giving our hips a little massage. Really, we're massaging more than our hips. You maybe feel your foot that's on the ground is getting a little massage. Maybe your middle back, even into your upper back. Next time you're twisted over to the left, if you can reach your foot with your left hand, pull your foot in a little bit closer up your leg. And if you can't reach your foot, no worries, just keep it where it is. And we're going to do little movements, just externally rotating the hip so the knee presses away. And then without rolling your hip, just internally rotate so the leg comes forward. And just go back and forth, keeping the hips relatively still for now. So you just feel that little bit of movement in your hip joint. And next time you're internally rotated so the knee's coming towards your chest, start to let that knee lower a little bit more to the floor, straighten out your left leg, and straighten your right leg out to the left, maybe grabbing a hold of your foot with your hand. If you can't reach your foot, you can hold anywhere on your leg. And twist your upper body back to the right. And you also have the option to bend your left knee, reach for your left foot with your right hand. We'll just stay here. You can play with engaging your muscles by pressing your legs into the floor, holding it for a breath or two, and then relax and let go. You can stay relaxed the whole time if you want. But experiment with both options, or maybe focus on like engaging and relaxing and then stay relaxed. We're going to just stay here for another breath or two. Nice, and release your left foot if you were holding it. Release the right foot, bring your right hand down, roll onto your belly. Place your hands by your sides for cobra. Inhale, curl up. And exhale, lower down. Roll onto your right side, coming into supine tree pose. So pick your left foot up, place it on your right inner thigh. Flex your right foot and bring your left arm over your head so the palms come together, left and right hand together. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths. Try not to drop your chin, so keep your chin lifted. And try and line your ankles and your knees and your hips and your shoulders and your head in one line as best you can. And breathe softly here, in and out through your nose. One more breath here. And bring your left hand back down by your chest and slowly roll back onto your belly. Rest your forehead on the back of your hands with your left knee bent and out to the side. Relax your shoulders. Nice, easy, slow, even breaths. Now you can reach your right arm out to the side about shoulder height. And notice all the movement that you have in your shoulder. So know that you can use that so that you can stay comfortable here. Be very careful and mindful as you bring your left hand down by your side. Then lift your left hip up, rolling onto your side. And then you can play with bringing your left leg behind you. Your leg could be straight, it could be bent, it could be reaching back really far, it could be more relaxed. So whatever feels good, and make sure that your shoulder feels okay. The more you roll to your side that your arm is out, you get a little bigger stretch in the shoulder, but since the floor won't move, you have to be really careful. And slowly come back onto your belly, bring your hands back in, rise up for your cobra, opening up. And lower partway down, bring your left hand forward, reach your right arm under and across. It's kind of pulling you over, and gently roll back onto your back. And cross your left ankle above your right knee. We're going to twist over to the right, bring the left foot down, and come back to center and twist to the left. And again, just move slowly back and forth. Nice and slow and even. The next time your left foot is over to the right, same thing here. Maybe you can grab your left foot with your right hand and pull it up a little higher. And a little external rotation to open your knee away from your chest. A little internal rotation to bring it forward. Again, I'm not rolling the hips up to go deeper right now, just little movements back and forth. This should feel pretty nice, nice and gentle. Next time your knee is coming forward, this time now let the hip come up. So you're kind of rolling onto your right side, straighten the left leg, or the right leg down toward the back of your mat. Reach your right leg out, your left leg out to the right, and then maybe you can hold your left foot with your right hand. And you can even roll a little bit more towards the right hip bone and bend your left knee. Maybe you can grab a hold of your foot. So if your knee's way forward, it's going to be really hard to reach your foot. But if it's back, it's a lot easier. And if you can't reach your foot, no worries, just let everything relax here. Again, you can like press your feet into the ground to engage your muscles. Hold for a breath or two, and then relax. You might do that a couple of times, and then just let yourself relax for the remainder of the time that we're here. And to see how deeply your body can sink into this pose. We'll just stay here a few more breaths. Release your right foot if you're holding it. Release the left foot, bring your right hand down, your left hand down, sorry, and stretch your legs back, coming back onto your belly. Find a little cobra here. And slowly lower down. Stretch your left arm out, rolling onto the left side. Place your right foot on your left inner thigh, flex your left foot, and reach your right arm over your head. Maybe even a little posterior tilt here will help your balance. And again, try and line up your ankles with your knees, with your hips, with your shoulders and your head. And don't let the chin drop. Keep it just nice and even. And we'll relax here for a few more breaths. One more breath here. And bring your right hand back down. Roll over onto your belly with your right knee out to the side. Rest your forehead on the back of your hands. And let everything relax here. One more breath here. Now bring your left arm out to the side about shoulder height. Just move your shoulder around a little bit. Bring your right hand out to the side, and you can lower the left side of your head on the floor and lift your right hip up. Press into your left hand, reach your right leg behind you. Again, you can bend the knee, you can straighten it, you can lower it, you can lift it. And notice that stretch in your left shoulder and be somewhat gentle with yourself. And one more breath here. And slowly roll back onto your belly. Bring your hands back by your sides. Inhale up into your cobra. And then come up onto your knees, find your comfortable seat. And we'll just do a little stretching from side to side. Nice, come on back to center. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope that you feel nice and relaxed and open and just maybe made a few little discoveries about places in your body that are really ready to release and let go, and some that might be a little bit stuck. And know that you can practice this as often as you want, and you can add in your own variations. So thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.